Hi, third grade. It's Miss Moore here for another math lesson. So before you watch this video, you should have watched one video first. It was a video on elapsed time. Elapsed time is teaching us how to tell how many minutes or hours between two different times. So before we get started, let's do a review of what we learned last time. Do you remember this chart? So this chart was teaching us about the clock. We know that the long hand is the hour, the minute hand. It tells us how many minutes. The short hand is the hour hand. It tells us how many hours. In between each number is 5 minutes. So when I'm telling the time, I count by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, which would be 1 hour, because 60 minutes equals 1 hour. So I just wanted to review that really quick, because now we're going to take it one more step. We are going to talk about elapsed time, which is the time between two times. So let's look at our clocks up here. This first clock, I can tell that the hour hand is on the 8 and the minute hand is on the 12. If you remember, when the minute hand is on the 12, we say o'clock. So what time does this clock say? 8 o'clock. So here I'm going to write 8 o'clock. Okay? Now, on this clock, I'm going to look at the hour hand again. The hour hand is pointing to the 11, and the minute hand is pointing to the 12. So again, we would say o'clock. But what o'clock? Well, the hour hand is pointing to the 11, so we would say 11 o'clock. So this clock is 11 o'clock. Now, my question is, how much time has passed? Passed means to go from one place to another and you're finished. You passed the time. So if we started at 8 o'clock and we finished at 11 o'clock, how much time has passed? How much time has passed? Well, let's count the hours. We're starting at 8 o'clock. So we say 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, 3. 3 hours have passed since we started. We started at 8, 9, 10, 11. Now we're on 11 o'clock. So this equals 3 hours. Good job. All right, it's going to get a little bit harder now. Let's keep trying. All right, let's look at this clock. This clock has the hour hand at the 4 and the minute hand at the 12. Well, we just remembered up here that if it's at the 12, we say o'clock. So this is 4 o'clock. So I'm going to write 4, 0, 0, which is o'clock. This time is 4 o'clock. But now what does this time say? My minute hand is not at the 12 anymore. My minute hand is at the 6. and my hour hand is at the 5. So I know my hour is going to be 5. My hour is 5, but now I have to count my minutes to see what time the minute hand says. So let's start up here at the top. Remember, we're counting by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yes, so it is 5:30. So we started at 4 o'clock and we finish at 5:30. How much time has passed? Well, I know from 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock is 1 hour. So I'm going to start with 1 hour. But that's not all, because I know that we still have this. So if I went from 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock, that would be 1 hour. But we know that we also went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 more minutes. So I have 1 hour and 30 minutes. That's how much time has passed. 1 hour and 30 minutes. Now, if we were to use this in a sentence, we could say, Annie started her homework at 4 o'clock. She finished her homework at 5:30. How much time has passed? And then our answer would be 1 hour and 30 minutes. Or we could say, Yamaleth started breakfast at 8 o'clock. She ate breakfast for 3 hours. What time did she finish breakfast? That's a long breakfast. She ate breakfast for 3 hours. What time did she finish breakfast? We would say she finished breakfast at 11 o'clock. Okay, so let's actually do some word problems. Number 1, Anthony wakes up at 7 a.m. His mom says school starts in 45 minutes. What time does school start? If he wakes up at 7 a.m. and school starts in 45 minutes, well, I know that 45 minutes is less than 1 hour, because remember, 1 hour is 60 minutes. And 45 is less than 60. So it's not going to be an hour. So my hour is going to stay the same. So I know that it's going to be 7 something. Now, if it took him, if school starts in 45 minutes, then how many minutes will be here? Well, we started at 0, 0 because that's 7 o'clock. 45 minutes later will be 7:45. That's easy. 7:45 a.m., which is in the morning. So Anthony starts school at 7:45. Good job. Let's try another one. Number 2, Josue goes to soccer practice at 5 p.m. Soccer practice is over at 5:55 p.m. How long is Josue's soccer practice? Now, up here it asks for the time. What time does Anthony start school? So that's why I wrote a time here. Excuse me. But for number 2, it's asking us how long is Josue's soccer practice, which means we're not going to put a time, we're going to put how many minutes. How many minutes? Now, if he started at 5 o'clock and he ended at 5:55, then he has not gone over an hour. So we're not going to have any hours because the hour is the same. The hour is 5, it stays the same, so no hours. I am going to look at the minutes. I went from 0 minutes to 55 minutes. So how long was he at soccer practice? 55 minutes. So here I write 55 minutes. 55 minutes that Josue had soccer practice. Okay, now I'm going to show you the worksheet lesson that you are going to complete now that the video lesson is over. So let me share my screen. Here it is. All right, so once you watch this first video, which is the one I told you about, then you're going to watch this video that you're watching right now with me, Mrs. Moore. Now you're going to answer these questions about elapsed time. So let's look at them. How much time has passed between these 2 clocks? So it starts with the hour hand on the 10 and the minute hand on the 12. Remember, when the minute hand is on the 12, we say o'clock. So this is 10 o'clock. And this one, the hour hand is pointing to the 11. So this is 11 o'clock. Let's see here. So if this one is 10 o'clock and this one is 11 o'clock, how much time has passed? Uh-oh, let me do that. How much time has passed? 10, 11, 1 hour. So here you would write 1 hour. Let's look at the next one. How much time has passed between these 2 clocks? Well, it's down here on the next page. There it is. Okay, so it starts, the hour hand is on the 9, and it starts at the 12, so that's 9 o'clock. Then the next one still is at the 9, but the minute hand is on the 1. Remember, each time it's 5 minutes. So from the 12 to the 1 is how many minutes? 5 minutes. The hour does not change, it's still on the 9. So here it's only been 5 minutes. So you would write a 5 right here. Okay, I'm not going to keep telling you the answers. Now you have to try. But remember to count by 5s. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Okay, count by 5s. Here it tells you minutes, so that means I'm counting by 5s. And then here's another minutes. And this last one is hours. So you have to count the hours. Okay. Now we have 2 word problems, just like how we had over here. The first one says, Ravi likes to ride his bike for 2 hours every day. If he starts riding his bike at 3 p.m., what time will he finish? Well, that means that I need to write a time. What time will he finish? So if he starts at 3 p.m. and he rides for 2 hours, what time is he going to finish? Start at 3 and count up 2 more hours. All right, last one, number 7. Carlos starts his homework at 4 p.m. on Tuesday. He finishes his homework at 4:45 p.m. How long does Carlos do work on his homework? This one is saying how long. So that means that you want to know the minutes, not the time, the minutes. So if he started at 4 p.m. and he finished at 4:45 p.m., how many minutes is that? We did one just like that for Josue playing his soccer. So if you don't remember, go back and watch the beginning of the video again. Okay, guys, when you finish this worksheet, make sure you turn it back into me. You're going to do a great job. I miss you, and I can't wait to see you on the video next week. Bye-bye.